Coach Stephanie White of the Indiana Fever goes on the Good Follow podcast and talks about Caitlin Clark's development, her techs for next season, at least like what she wants them to be, and a lot more of the Indiana Fever.
Coach Caitlin Clark is central to something extraordinary that Stephanie White is building in Indiana. White is reshaping Clark's game from the foundation, like a master architect designing a blueprint for success, rather than just tweaking the details.
We have an exclusive sit-down interview with the new head coach of the Indiana Fever. She was the 2023 WNBA Coach of the Year, an NCAA champion, a baller herself, a WNBA champion, and my former broadcasting teammate. What's up, Stephanie White?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. It's so great to have you on the show, Steph.
Angel Reese White is dedicated to making Clark an unscoutable, unstoppable force. This isn't about flashy moves, it's about solid fundamentals. In the process, White isn't just elevating Clark, she's setting the stage to keep players like Reese on notice before the season even kicks off. White's mission is to refine Clark's natural brilliance, eliminating predictable habits and unlocking her full superstar potential. If you're eager to see Caitlin dominate the court again, drop a comment below and let's get hyped.
So, in watching Stephanie White talk about Caitlin Clark's development, it was very fascinating to get her take on it as an actual coach.
White's top priority is to shake up Clark's go-to moves, like those reliable right-hand drives and lefty step-back threes that defenders are starting to predict. Recognizing that everyone now has the scouting report, White is focusing on refining her footwork, improving her finishing around the rim, and rethinking her movement off the ball. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a complete skill refresh designed to transform a great player into an unstoppable force.
I think from just a straight basketball perspective, making sure that we help her diversify, her finishing ability, diversify in the way that it's not predictable, to be able to be equal in terms of production and facilitation.
This player development plan isn't just talk, it's already making an impact. Clark isn't just changing. She's evolving into a more skilled player in ways that could completely shake up the WNBA.
We already know that Caitlin has put on some strength and muscle. She had that viral picture.
Yeah, you saw that, yeah.
Yes, you've probably seen the viral image of Caitlin Clark looking incredibly toned, sparking rumors about whether it was AI generated. Coach White quickly shut down the speculation with one simple statement. Those muscles are 100% real, the result of an intense off-season training regimen.
I asked her if it was Photoshopped.
She said it was AI.
Let's just say Clark has been putting in serious work. Think superhero training montage, but in real life. Her transformation isn't just for appearances. It's all about gearing up for the grind. Next season, Clark will be stronger, faster, and laser-focused, ready to dominate the WNBA like never before.
What aspects of her game would you like to work with her on for this season?
Yeah, I mean, certainly getting stronger was one. The level of physicality in the W is totally different. That's the way that teams have to try to keep her off balance.
Clark's strength gains have transformed her into a tougher, more grounded version of herself, ready to handle the physicality that gave her trouble as a rookie. Last season, defenders often bumped her off her spot, threw off her drives, and used their strength to disrupt her rhythm. She felt that impact, and now she's taking action. This transformation is more than just a physical change. It's about resilience, durability, and dominance. This year, Clark is going to stand her, ground and dominate like never before.
Keeping a low center of gravity. There are times where she plays a little bit upright, making sure core strength and her ability to move with time under tension and stay in a low center of gravity is important. Lateral movement, like one of the challenges that we're coming to her with right away is on the defensive end of the floor. Use your size, use your length. You've got to that's got to be a priority, right? That's got to be a priority to play both ends, because we don't have to go from, 11 or 12 to 1 or 2, but we got to get to middle of the pack.
And here's where the excitement really takes off. According to White, Clark isn't just following the plan, she's thriving in it. The coaching staff was stunned by how quickly Clark adapted to foundational drills, focusing on footwork, balance, and spacing. By day 2, she was adjusting like a seasoned pro. White didn't hold back, calling Clark a perfectionist with an unrelenting drive for growth, even comparing her to Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba himself. That viral photo of Clark? It's more than just muscles. It's a visual representation of her deeper transformation. She's strengthening her body not just for Instagram likes, but to excel in a league where contact is constant and power reigns. Clark is getting ready to do more than survive. She's preparing to dominate.
I think from just a straight basketball perspective, making sure that we help her diversify her finishing ability, diversify in the way that it's not predictable.
Now, let's compare this to Angel Reese's off-season. While she's working quietly, grinding in the gym, and refining her game with meticulous precision, Clark is in the gym completely rewriting her DNA. Sure, we've seen the slick, polished, three-point highlight reels Reese posts on social media. But what's happening behind the scenes with Coach White and Clark is on an entirely different level. Genuine, game-changing development.
Angel Reese, back in the gym, working on her pull-up, bang. Working on her midi, working on her mid-range game, 15 to 17 feet out, being able to create some space for herself. Yes, this looks embarrassingly slow. No, it is not in slow motion. This is just what we have to work with right now.
Clark isn't working hard just for the highlight reel. She's working for the scoreboard. Coach White's approach isn't about tweaking a few habits. It's about transforming Clark into an unstoppable force that's impossible to predict. One day, she'll drive left. The next, she'll sink floaters. And by the third, she'll be tossing no-look assists off a fake-out you didn't see coming. Clark is becoming the WNBA's version of a chess grandmaster, always thinking 5 moves ahead.
9! Let's get it! Knockdown! Bang!
Man, we got a fire on the poop deck. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! 4!
Bang!
Mayday!
Mayday!
Clear the runway! Brace for impact! AR-5 coming in heavy!
Bang!
Look alive, sunshine. Long 2, will it go through? Ha ha, no chance. Bang. Is it me, or is there only 2 rows behind the bench and they're like half full? I get better attendance on Monday nights in my men's league.
Come on, man! Bang!
With White guiding her development, Clark is not just refining her skills. She's evolving into a positionless offensive powerhouse, a 3-level scorer, and an elite facilitator. A player of that caliber doesn't just shake up a team, they change the entire league.
We got some footage from in the lab. That's right, she's in the damn gym. I'm just going to keep it real. I guess hell has frozen over, but she is in the gym practicing shots. And as you can imagine, there's real reaction to this.
While Caitlin Clark is chasing greatness and Angel Reese may be aiming for influence, Indiana could very well have the most dangerous team under Stephanie White's leadership. But here's the real twist. Coach White is only just getting started. One key piece of the puzzle is strength, but another crucial element became clear as Clark's rookie season unfolded. She was starting to get a bit too predictable. Savvy defenders began to catch on and capitalize on her signature moves like the left step back and right-hand drive.
She's back in her natural habitat, back in the lab, playing basketball, and it's got to be a scary sight for the rest of the WNBA if she gets even better, because it's not as if she wasn't absolutely phenomenally elite as a rookie and arguably the best player in the league after the Olympic break.